Hi, Ian Beard at the Historic Arkansas Museum for Second Friday Art Night, and we are trying to make use the tea kettle brewing method that's featured in the Arkansas Gazette in 1827. We are making the building blocks of beer. You got to ferment it; it'll take weeks to actually get beer. But something that we call wort, which is really just a tea made with grain and hops. That you can either turn into beer or do what we're doing tonight and just drink it warm to warm up. Got my fire, got my tea kettles. Each one's got a different kind of heirloom grain that would have been available in Arkansas during the time that Robert Brownlee would have stayed here at in Little Rock at the Historic Arkansas Museum in the 1840s.
So how does the process work? Like, how does it start?
Yeah, so first you got to heat up water. Any brewer will tell you that's pretty much the biggest thing. Get the water hot, and then we pour the water on some grain. We've got some grain in those crocks over there, and then let it soak for a little bit. It helps convert the starch to sugar. Pour that off on some hops. Let that sit a little bit. Put it into a pitcher. Stick it in a Dixie cup. Let people drink it.
So is there any way you can add different flavors to this kind of brewing system, or is it kind of...
You can, yeah. So really the flavor comes from what kind of grain you're using. So this one right here used Bloody Butcher corn, which is an heirloom variety of corn. And other pitchers I have had oats, rye, and wheat. Barley, which is what most beer is made out of today, didn't grow well in places like Arkansas. So the early brewers, like the George brothers, who started brewing in Little Rock in 1841, would have had to adapt to the kind of grains that would have been grown locally. So that's what we've got here today.
Did anybody ever add like fruits or anything, or was it pretty straightforward?
You can add whatever you want. The recipes for Arkansas during this period are non-existent. So there's just a lot of artistic license. We're doing just kind of a basic recipe here, but ginger, molasses, various spices were all commonly added to beer during this time period. And you'll see period recipes that include those things. So you can flavor it with whatever you have around.
And was this a typical kind of kitchen setup that someone would use?
Yeah, so this is a kitchen from the 1840s. So you have your open hearth, a kind of wide footprint on that, so you can have different things going on. Fire in the back, but then you'll spread the charcoal out at different places to get your heat on different levels. So you can cook all sorts of different things at different temperatures during the course of a cooking session. So kind of like your modern stovetop. You could have hot by the fire, cooler in the corner, and like that. So that's kind of what we're simulating here. We're boiling water there. We're just keeping those kettles warm on the edges.
And how long tonight are you going to be in here doing this demonstration for us?
Probably about 7:30, 7:45. The pack up and go before we close up at 8.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.